Welcome everyone to podcast number 2. I'd like to thank you all for the wonderful response we've had for the first Todd talk. Our YouTube video has gotten about 170 views. We're looking at 8 unique IP addresses and 5 unique viewers at least, and that's way more than we expected, and that's really something. I want to keep this going. I want to keep changing the world through my voice. So, keep sharing it with whoever you can. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, a very important subject to me, the secret of fertility in the modern man. And really, when we start, we got to know that every man has a penis. And maybe it looks like this. Maybe it looks a little bit more like mine, which has, a little bit more character. And, I'm not going to lie, it's seen some use. And but it's my own, and I want to take care of it, and I'm very happy with the work it's done for me. I want to be empowered. I want to show off my manhood. I want to be a productive male, and I want to have an empowered penis. And what can happen to an empowered penis? And I think there are lots of myths out there about you have a great spring break, or you go on this vacation in Europe and something happens to you. For me, it's more about sort of a reverse empowerment strategy. And this really brings us to, something that happened to me. The bee incident in my life happened at a friend's graduation party for me at the end of high school. And there was a fell nest of angry wasps, and they were stinging a lot of people. And I didn't pay it much mind because I was very far away from where this area was. But at some point, something came into my shorts, and all of a sudden there was ooh, a little prick, ooh, oh, another little prick, and I felt this pain gradually increasing, and with little reservation, I reached my hand into my pants, and I felt something down in there moving, and I crushed it with my hands, and I pulled my hand out, and there was just a dead bee, and a wasp it was, and I realized immediately what happened. I had been stung, as you can see right down here, right down the prepuce. Unbeknownst to me, what had really been happening was, the bees, its poison, as it were, or its essence had started to flow into me, and it flew into this canal here, and it flew up and down into the scrotal sac, and it filled me up. I didn't understand what was happening at the time. I was too distracted, but lo and behold, once the pain passed, and perhaps unbeknownst to me, it left me with this aura of sorts. It left me with a strange power, one that I had never considered, possible up until this point. This was actually a really empowering time for me. And while I was sitting there, I got some words from a wise friend of mine, and he said, maybe you might, this is my friend Jonathan Anderson, not his real picture, but close enough, and he said, maybe you might want to try masturbating for a bit. And it was something I couldn't even begin to think about. Maybe it was just the fact that I was at a friend's house. Maybe it was just the fact that everyone was staring at me and wondering what had happened. I wasn't able to take his advice. I wasn't able to do anything, remotely close to this. Couldn't even think about it. And, I wonder, was that the right decision? Maybe I could have, but, I just couldn't do it, and I let that chance go, and I kind of wonder what would have happened. But in the end, I don't regret what I did. It's whatever was taken from me at that point really ended up coming back in a big way. And so I think, my bee friend, are you my friend? Or are you my foe? I really got to say thank you to the bee and to all the bees in our culture. You know, us 21st century people, we've had a complex relationship with the bee. We have our buck bumbles, shooting with their guns, and they have all this power, but in the end, they have no power because they're trapped in the same world as we are. And, I think that's a really important thing to think about as bees, is they're all powerful, but in using their power, they get crushed or they die. Well, hey, Ubisoft, they made Beyond Good and Evil. I like that. My message here is, for these tips for people who want empowerment, they, you got to get free. Let yourself be prepared to lose your power before you can lose it, and just pray to the bee god out there that, you're going to be visited by one of his bee messengers, and you're going to get the gift, and it's all going to go flying away, but then it's going to come boomerang back to you. Unless, of course, your penis is shaped like a boomerang, in which case, there's no way it's going to come back. Thank you, everyone.